Hello and welcome to Unacademy. Let's crack UPSC Civil Service examination with India's largest learning platform, that is Unacademy. Get is a subscription. You'll get unlimited access. You'll get unlimited access to recorded and live courses. My dear students, what are you waiting for? Get a subscription. At Unacademy, we are having structured courses. Like you may ask me, like, what are the structured courses? Structured courses are prepared by taking into consideration of the previous year question papers and also your syllabus and also previous year question. These courses are prepared by top educators. These courses are prepared by top educators who are experts and who have been teaching for long in this field. They have immense experience in this regard. And these courses will be supplemented by live test series and quizzes live, and also all the things which we are conducting will be daily live classes, and after that we'll record and keep it down for availability so that you can watch at any time, and all these things will be for unlimited access. My dear students, download the Unacademy app and you will have like plenty of features which are not available on YouTube or any other platform. This app can be downloaded for free in Google and Apple Play Store. The beginning of subscription or beginning the entry to Unacademy is through this app. This is a brief about me. I've been teaching UPSC aspirants for the past 11 years. In this direction, I have written books with respect to polity and also ethics. Ethics books are of recent things in this regard. Part 1 book is completely related to second ARC. I have not even used a single word with my of mine, but I have taken a lot of pain to see that all these things are covered in a point form, in a in a flow. And the second one is according to the syllabus. I have written UPSC main 7 times and interview thrice. In this regard, I have taken anthropology and public administration. At this juncture, I would like to tell one more point that I have been trained by the great stalwart Lakshmikant Sir, the author of Indian Polity. I was his student and I had a very close, intimate relation with him where he used to discuss everything like as to what makes the things great. Why his book is not yet like unbeaten till today. This is the Telegram group where I will be providing all the notes, and you can also contact me through this link. As I told you, there are more than 100 top educators who have been teaching in an academy. Runal Patel, Roman Saini, Ayush Sanghi, Sudarshan, Gupta, Aman Sharma, many more, Rakesh Verma sir. To name the subject, you have got a top faculty for that. As I told you, these more than 100 top faculties have created more than 15,000 courses, my dear students, which comprehensively cover the syllabus. You take from polity, history, geography, current affairs, NCRT, all will be covered. Already like minimum 10 to 300 courses have been completed in each subject, and more than 10, around 10 are upcoming in most of the subjects. At Unacademy, we primarily have two kinds of subscription. One is Plus and another is Iconic. And there are many things available for free also. But at on taking Plus subscription, you'll be having live classes, test series, unlimited practice tests, and a structured schedule. Structured schedule will be there. All this you'll get at 10% discount if you take my promo code Buddha. And will be available for just 44,550. If you want iconic subscription, you can go for iconic subscription where after taking my promo code Buddha, you get 10% discount and it will be available for 96,300 if you go for 2 years subscription. Having realized the importance of optionals, we have created optional as a separate entity where you'll be having intense teaching on almost all the subjects given in the UPSC. This will be just 27,500 of if you take my promo code Buddha, you will be getting another 10% discount. If you go for 1 year subscription, for 1 month will be per month it will be charged 2063. For 1 year it will be just 24,750 rupees my day. Use my promo code and get 10% discount and don't forget to subscribe. Get a subscription because it will be very helpful to you at this reasonable price. I think no institution can afford you. Next, we have recently started a very like happening thing, Unacademy Combat, most comprehensive gamified UPSC battlefield for students. India's biggest fortnightly competition for UPSC civil service examination. Every alternate Sundays, one Sunday gap, alternate. Like previously, we are on December 6th. It will be at 11 a.m. Book and make sure that you are available on every alternate Sundays for the examination. And one of my student has already won in this contest. This is a very brief thing about the competition I will be telling. It will be for 49 minutes, having 60 questions, and it will be 13 combats. It will be in 6 sections, and it will be based on relative scoring. It will be a fortnight competition, alternate Sundays. And we have changed a bit with respect to the plans. Earlier, we had Apple iPod, all these things. After realizing the importance and the request from the students, we have changed it into 3 months Unacademy subscription or equal amount of Amazon gift voucher for the first three. And next, fourth to 150, my dear students, you'll be getting 1000 rupees Amazon voucher. I hope that if you plan properly and if you in a determined serious way, if you take, you can win. It is not that difficult. As you are aware, civil service examination is so fast approaching. You are on having exam on June 27th. For this, we have created a course where the top faculty called champions, gods of those subjects will be teaching you. They'll put all their effort. They'll see that like most of the questions in prelims, they'll come from their teaching. In this direction, we are creating a course has already been started from 15. If you have not enrolled, please enroll. You are already late. There will be giving free PDF module, a structure schedule, doubt clearing sessions, and top educators will be teaching you like Brunal Patel sir, Arora sir, and many more. Having realized the importance of the language and also to cater to the needs of the different sections of the population, we have created three different batches like bilingual. Some are convenient with both the languages and they want that only Hindi, only English, and also we have got batches for 2021, 22, 23. The same once again three. So whichever batch you want, you can take. The structured things. My dear students, if you are thinking of taking in 2023, why don't you join now? Be with a winner, you will be a winner. Having said that, let us start our discussion of civil service question paper solving. Here we have been solving the previous year civil service question papers. Today we'll take up 2015 question paper As I have told, these are the foundational values which you have to show in your paper. And also along with this, the things given by draft public service bill and also Northern Committee. Along with that, you should have a fair understanding and also application of the concept of social influence and persuasion along with emotional intelligence. If you have these things, then definitely you will have a great chance of succeeding. And also, I hope that you will apply with very, very good marks. With that, let us start our preparation. Before that, I would like to tell again, as it is said by UPSC, it is testing your attitude and approach. It is testing your attitude and approach. Your ethics and integrity is tested by your attitude and approach. Your aptitude is tested by your problem solving thing. So please solve the problem. A thing which is given. A better word for, like most of the students, they often use the term like ethical dilemmas involved. In fact, that is a problem given to you. You have to solve that. If it is not possible, give a suggestion so that it can be solved. You have to show your attitude in which you have to show your ethical and integrity things. I hope you are clear with these things, my dear students. Let us begin. Let us begin with one of the most interesting case studies given by the UPSC. I hope you are ready for this one. Let us begin. There is a disaster prone state having frequent landslides, forest fire, cloudburst, flash floods, earthquakes. The state is disaster prone to disasters. Most of the times, disaster will be there. Some of these are means your landslide, forest fire, cloudburst. All these are seasonal and often unpredictable. This is one of the thing which you have to keep in mind. Unpredictable. The magnitude of the disaster is always unanticipated. Unanticipated means you cannot guess to what extent the things may take place. These are seasonal and often unpredictable. You can't predict, and also you can't anticipate that this may happen. Suddenly, earthquake may happen. Suddenly, flash floods may happen. Suddenly, a cloud burst like that. During one of the seasons, a burst caused devastating flood. Cloudburst, sudden downpour, which has led to golden mystery. Hi, good evening. So, flood leading to high casualties. High casualties are already there. This is one of the important thing. And also, there is a sudden flow of the water, and also there is landsliding. There was a major damage to the infrastructure like road, bridge, power, and generating stations. Means things are unpredictable, unanticipatable, and also due to cloudburst, you have got high casualties. This has led to here one thing you have to make clear. This has led to more than 1 lakh people, pilgrims, tourists, and locals trapped across different routes and locations. Means this is about the state, not about your place. So this has led to 1 lakh people trapped. In that, pilgrims are there, tourists are there, and locals are also trapped. The people trapped in your area, here comes from you start. All these things are about the state, general information of the state, but they are the representative of your place because you are also in that state. The people trapped in your area of responsibility include senior citizens, one, patients of the hospitals, women and children, hikers, fifth, tourist, ruling party, ruling parties, regional president along with family, additional chief secretary of the neighboring state, and the prisoners on the jail. So these are the 8 category of the people who are present. So now what you are supposed to do? Now, these are the 8 category of people. Next, what it has asked is, as a civil service officer of that state, what would you be the what would be the order in which you would rescue these people and why? Give justification. What will be the your order? Guess. If you don't message also, it is not a problem. Think what will be the order of. Let me make this easy for you. See, among them, which is the among them, what is the order in which you want to rescue? Please let me know that. Here, there are many things you need to consider, my dear students. Number one, say for example, here we have to characterize and categorize people in many ways. One is importance to society. So, here before that, I would like to tell one more thing, like here. So, this is the reason why I have marked in, highlighted the things. See, you have to show your problem solving things, your approach and attitude. Tourist, don't make it a, well, like, it is a broader term. In that, once again, you segregate them into women and children and also senior citizens. Ruling party, ruling parties, regional presidents, along with his family. So, along with his family, you demarcate that in family, women and child. This you have to show. Like this shows your approach. Don't get carried away by the things. And tourists means they also you have to bifurcate them again. Next, here one more is importance to the society. See, irrespective of the person, now you are a civil servant, you should bear this in mind. Civil servant means almost like a district level officer. Importance to the society. First and foremost importance to the society, like irrespective of their status as human beings. First, we have to take like that. You might have seen the Titanic movie. In that, why they first evacuate women and children? They are the future of our society. They are vulnerable and also future. What will a old person, elderly person do compared to women and children? Because if all the men are lost, somehow they can be manageable. Like if women and children are gone, the future is in a very serious crisis. So that is the reason in your Titanic movie also, first they evacuate women and children. So there were many noble people, many strong people, but women and children was given preference in the Titanic movie also. Why I'm saying is to make and to give how important is this concept. So has importance to humanity, like as a human being, first will be women and children. So among the tourists, you have to take women and children also. Then ruling parties, regional president, family, like women and children in them. Then ruling party president, because they are the representative of the people, and also additional chief secretary. These are very very powerful positions, my dear students. Additional chief secretary means next in command to chief secretary, means very high position, like you cannot imagine. And almost like most of the people who join as civil servant never reach to these positions at all. Hikers, because they are healthy, well built, all these things. Senior citizens, means aged people. Then patients in the hospitals, then prisoners. So did you get the point here? So you have, I am giving you the hint, the direction as to how you have to work and the criteria which you have to take into consideration. Importance to society as human beings, women and children, representatives of the people and the people in administration, and the most like robust, well-built, healthy people, the hikers, the tourists, and also senior citizens next. Afterwards, patients, because patients are very, very vulnerable, and your prisoners, you like thieves, dakus, anyone maybe. Next, you have to consider one more list where the vulnerability, based on the vulnerability, because as you know, the situation is very unpredictable. In this regard, patients in the hospital are most vulnerable. Second, prisoners in the jail are next vulnerable, because like, forget that we are taking the criteria of vulnerability, not whether they are good or bad to the society, those things. Even we have got something known as human rights. Human rights are very, very important. So, prisoners in jail are also humans. They too have human rights. We cannot violate human rights. They are locked in the jail. So, they are also vulnerable. Next is your senior citizens, and senior citizens among the tourists also. Women and children. In that, women and children of tourists and also ruling party president's family. Next is your additional chief secretary. Why they are vulnerable means they are already like very aged people, very senior people. They are vulnerable. Then ruling party president. Then your tourists. Then your hikers. Is this clear to you? This is the way you have to segregate the things, and afterwards you have to come up with the answer. Next, you are a civil servant, not you are not an ordinary person. Civil servant, you have got lot of responsibilities. At the official level, you have got lot of responsibilities. First of all, your responsibility will be to additional chief secretary of the neighboring state, because he is a government official and you are also a government official. You have to, like, it is your responsibility to take care of him. Then ruling party's regional president along with his family, because the legislature, this is your responsibility. And the prisons in jail, because jail is maintained by the government, and for this reason this is your like first official responsibility. Like, I'm not saying that others are not your, it's your responsibility, all are your responsibility, but this should be your priority because they directly come under your responsibility. And also patients in the hospital, if it is government hospital, still you will be having more responsibility. Tourists, senior citizens, women and children, hikers. So this is a like broad hierarchy or the broad importance in which your responsibility lies. So taking this into consideration, you have to come up with a list. Here two things you have to consider. Like almost they are saying like nearly 1 lakh people are there. Nearly 1 lakh people trapped in many places. So here one more thing is this 1 lakh people in your state, not in your place. So here two things you have to take into consideration. See, there may be many people, but additional secretary is only one individual, and also regional party president is also one individual. So in this regard, rescuing them in the beginning is just a matter of only one or two individuals. Senior citizens may be many, prisons patients there may be many. So first of all, since the situation is very unpredictable, patients in the hospital should be evacuated. Next, after discussing with this the regional party president and also additional chief secretary, if they can help staying in the place, they should be allowed. Otherwise, they have to be evacuated. That is only your responsibility. They are important to society. They are very high positions. Here, all you have to evacuate everyone. Like first line, you have to make sure that evacuating each and every individual is my responsibility. But the priority or order will be this. Then prisoners in jail, don't keep them in the last, because they are the most vulnerable, and also that is the responsibility of the state, responsibility of the government. You can't leave someone like in a prison in a very unpredictable situation. If they are in a safe place, they will be last. but they say that they are already trapped. Then there is no question of asking, like, are they safe in place or anything like that. Then comes your senior citizens. Among the tourists, also senior citizens you have to take. Then women and children. Among the tourists, women and children, and the ruling party president's family, then hikers. My dear students, here it will be lot of ambiguity. It is so difficult that most of the times those people who solve, they won't give the list also. Ex- One thing, like, you can go for women and children also at the top, but you, how you substantiate is the matter. See here, what I have taken is one of the thing is the unexpected condition, and also the importance to the society, and also their official duty, and also the number possible. Say for example, there may be many citizens, many jail prisoners, many patients, but there is only one president and one additional chief secretary. Things like that. Based on this is the thing, after uh, going through many deliberations, I have come to this thing. But there may be changes. I'm personally, I'm not satisfied with the keeping women and children in the last. In fact, they have to be at the top priority. But in this regard, you have to make sure that these people are placed in a stable environment and stable place, because everything is an emergency here. Next question. So this is a pretty interesting question. In this case, let me tell you brief about this. In this case, what they are asking is, you are the CEO, you are the CEO of the company. Suddenly, where nearly 700 people are employed, suddenly some 40 miscreants come and gate crash your company. Gate crash means entering your company without permission. And what these people are doing, they are asking to, like, join themselves in your company payroll. Means they want payment from your company, at the same time they want to stay in the local party also. In this situation, what will you do? In a simple form, I have told. So 40, like, mob is the term used. So they gate crash your company, and they demand for job, and also at the same time they want to be with the company. So under this circumstances, what will you do? Let me read this entirely. A private company is known for its efficiency, transparency, and employee welfare. Everything good. The company, though owned by a private individual, has a cooperative character where employees feel a sense of ownership. Very, very good character. Employees feel a sense of ownership, though it is owned privately. The company employs nearly 700 personnel, and they have voluntarily decided not to form union. Means company has not told them to form, not discourage them from having a union, but employees themselves have voluntarily decided we won't have union, because such a good company where we are treated as like owners, we have got a sense of ownership. Means they feel that this company is ours, sense of ownership. Say for example, I am working for Unacademy. When I feel that Unacademy is mine, sense of ownership I have. One day suddenly in the morning, about 40 men belonging to a political party get crashed. Means entering into our office without permission. Gate crashed generally means going without any invitation, something like that, into the factory, demanding jobs in the factory. So think of the situation, you are the CEO, suddenly 40 members come and they say, give us some employment. They threaten the management and the employees, threaten the employees and the management. also used foul language. Very, very serious thing. You have to take this into consideration. The employees feel demoralized. Very bad. It was clear that those people who get crashed wanted to be on the payroll of the company as well as continue as volunteers or members of the party. See, they wanted to be on the payroll of the company, means they wanted to be the employees, and also they wanted to be like party members. The company maintains a high standard in integrity and does not extend favors to civil administration. That also includes law enforcement agencies. Means they don't have any like kickbacks kind of thing, favoritism, or like understanding of giving bribes, things like that to anyone. They are known for their efficiency, discipline, and integrity. Such incidents occur in our public sector also. So, in this case, what will you do? Assume that you are the CEO of the company. What would you do to diffuse the violent situation on the date of gate crashing with the violent mob sitting inside the company building premises? It's a very, very important thing. First of all, they are sitting. So, first of all, what you have to do is call the police. You have to call the police. Till the police come, you have to engage. You have to engage first and foremost. Calling the police and engaging the people, and also see that they doesn't do anything extra harm. Means they have, you should at least, you have to make sure that they sit there, they don't come in the way, destroy any other thing other than just coming and using foul language. Whatever happened over, they, you should see that this does not happen, this does not spread. So by this time, if possible, you should know the strength and weaknesses, and also you should make it clear that talk is the only way out. You cannot do these kind of things, and also you should take the support of the employees who are always with you to see that these people do not damage. This is very, very important because first and foremost you have to engage this mass, engage this mob, at least till the police come. After the police come, some more they can be managed. In front of the police, some more things will be different. And also you have got one more strength. Nearly 700 employees are with you, and also you should take a strong stand. You should take a strong stand. So how? First of all, you should try to break down that mob. To begin with, you have to engage the leaders. Is it clear? So on the day if this happens, first and foremost is one person should engage and simultaneously other person should call the police, and also see that they don't do anything extra other harm. They should stop there itself. What can be the long term solution to issues discussed in the case? The long term solution will be number one, you should see that the security, first one is security is increased. Security, 40 people they however try, they should be it should be seen that they remain outside the gate. They should not be allowed to gate crash. Security should be heightened. Measures like CCTV camera, all these things should be put in place. Second, those people who have come and the gate crashed the thing, they have to be punished. You should do all in your capacity, legally, formally, to see that this kind of untoward incidents does not happen. You should send a strong message, my dear students. Otherwise, this will repeat. You should be like strong men, and also employees are with you, no need for you to worry. And also you should see that these kind of incidences do not disturb the employees. And also another important thing, you should have like informal channels of getting information. Since you are the company having more than 700 people, you should have the information like what is the talk going on, like is there any conspiracy against our organization, is there any untoward incidents which may happen, like a spy system. Like I'm not saying in a like derogatory sense, in a better sense, because your organization you should be aware. Safety of your organization is very very important. That is the thing which I want to tell. But like of late, like this point I have been thinking and I didn't get the exact thing. The company employs nearly 700 people and they have voluntarily decided not to form a union. So what I was thinking was, is it forming a union a good idea? Can these kind of unions prevent the external pressure? If we have a union, will this kind of untoward incidents won't happen? So for this I'm like, because I feel for every line the UPSC has mentioned, there will be some meaning and something we have to take. So in this direction, like I didn't find anything like if a union is formed, it can prevent incident like this. So if you have any idea, anything like that, please let me also know and I'll check up and I'll inform you whether like what are the advantages of the union. Since there is no labor union, will these kind of activities increase? Things like that. Next question. Okay. I'll like in a brief, I will explain this. See, there is a school. There is a primary school. Here, midday meals are provided, and a new cook has come. New cook has come. Is a Dalit cook. After coming to know, like nearly half, like 50% of the children of upper caste were not allowed to take food. Not allowed to take food. And also says that if these kind of activities like continue, midday meals may be stopped. Then staff may not maybe staff and the school ultimately may be closed. You are the sarpanch of the village. What will you do? Let me read it for you. You are the sarpanch of a panchayat. There is a primary school run by the government. Means this is a government in your area. Midday meals are provided to the children attending the school. The headmaster has now appointed a new cook in the school to prepare the meals. However, when it is found that the cook is from a Dalit community, almost half of the children belonging to the higher caste are not allowed to take meals by their parents. So, very important statistics, and this should be the deciding thing in your case study. So, half of the higher caste children were not allowed to take the food. Consequently, the attendance in the school has fallen sharply. They're not telling the like specific number, they're saying that attendance has fallen. This could result, means in future attendance has fallen. See, like half of the upper caste children was not allowed to take food. This has resulted in sharp decline in the attendance. This could result in the possibility of discontinuity of the midday meal scheme, thereafter teaching staff and subsequent closing down of the school. So this may be the further chances. As of now, what are the things? Only like 15% of the students were not allowed to take food, and also there's a sharp decline. Other things are possibilities. That's it. They may happen, they may not happen. This could result in possibility discontinuing of the midday meals, thereafter teaching staff from subsequent close down of the school. Discuss the feasible strategies to overcome. So, discuss the feasible strategies to overcome the conflict and create right ambience. First of all, my dear students, here like other things will be there. First of all, there is a need of attitude change. Need of attitudinal change. What is attitude? UPSC is testing your attitude, because by this it will come to know what is what are the ethical standards, ethical standards on the basis of which you have this attitude. There is a need of attitudinal change. In this direction, first and foremost, like what you have to do is that 50% of the children, 50%, like in the whole school, 50% of the higher caste people, students, they are not allowed to take food. First of all, another 50% you have to concentrate. You have to concentrate, and you should see that these people won't follow the line of another 50%. So 50% students of higher caste are coming and they are taking food. This should be your first criteria, should be to see that this doesn't decrease. Anything, you have to increase the total number of people taking the food. Number one. Then, in these kind of situations, what you have to do is one of the best methods of like persuasion is leaders and officers belonging to higher caste. Leaders and officers belonging to the higher caste, if possible, the same caste. Say, for example, in that area, some Thakur, some Singh, or some other people, they are making these things. So bring some Thakur officer, bring some Thakur leader, very, very well known. Make him take food prepared from the Dalit people. Convince the people. And also tell them, like warm them, also that this may leads to disciplinary actions against you, because untouchability and a practice of untouchability in any form is against violation of the constitution under article 17. You may be imprisoned, and moreover the education what your children are getting may not be available in future. You explain them all the positives about these things. It's just a matter of attitudinal change. You show them like how Dalit cook is preparing very, very good. Is this clear? At any chance, there is no need of removing the Dalit cook, because you have to convince. This is the place where you have to convince the students, convince the people, convince their parents. For this, mainly you have to catch the youth of that area, because some, as you know, youth already don't have the sentiments of caste, all these things, because they're one generation ahead. So, what are the feasible strategies? One is attitudinal change. In this direction, bringing up the leaders or officers belonging to the higher caste and making them take food prepared from the Dalit person. Maybe he is a IAS officer, some other like elected person, anyone. And also, second, here, before all these things, this 50% of the students from the higher caste who are coming, they should, you should retain them, and you should make sure that other people who are not eating the food take the food. And also, main important, you should take the help of the youth in the locality and also the local leaders. What should be the responsibility of different social segments and agencies to create positive social ambience for accepting such social change? First of all, like this is a very, very broad question, and also like what are the responsibilities of different social segments and agencies to create positive social ambience? Here he has not clearly mentioned like which are the social segments and which are the agencies. But as the thing, you have to like take into the consideration all the people who are working in the area, from your collector, IAS officer, IPS officer, means police department, educational department, and your panchayat raj. These are like in administrative setup, administration. And then with respect to them, they have to add like, then comes teachers, then like youth, then the progressive leaders also should be involved. Then comes your NGO and self-help groups, all these things. Here, one thing is there is a great need of attitudinal change. And also for this, you should come up with chances where all the people, irrespective of the caste creed, they come together and they celebrate the things. Something like village level festivals, village level sports, village level feasts should be arranged. Next, here also you are a CEO. This is a very, very interesting case study. This is a very simple, but you have to take a very pragmatic decision here. So here, what they say that one of your like researcher found that some drug, some drug used for some veterinary process like animal curing, that has a potential of curing some incurable diseases, some curing incurable disease which is prevalent in tribal area. But this veterinary drug, to make it available to the humans, it has to go through a lot of developmental process and a variant of all these things, and it may lead to up to the tune of 50 crore rupees. Your company is not having that, like from that you won't get any profit. In that situation, what will you do? This is clear. So your company has found a potential drug to an incurable disease, but the developmental cost of this is more than the profit you get. In this scenario, what will you do? Is this clear? So what will you do in this case? Okay, let me read it for you clearly. One of the scientists working in R&D laboratory of a major pharmaceutical company, scientists found that, discovers that one of the company's best-selling veterinary drugs means to treat animals, domesticated animals, veterinary animals, has the potential. My dear students, you just internalize this one. They are not saying that it can cure. It has got the potential to cure a currently incurable liver disease which is prevalent in the tribal areas. So this incurable liver disease is present in the tribal areas. However, developing a variant of the drug suitable for human beings entailed a lot of research and development, having a huge expenditure to the extent of 50 crores. So developing this new drug which is suitable for humans may cost 50 crores. It was unlikely that the company could recover the cost, as the disease was rampant only in poverty stricken areas having very little market otherwise. So what will you do in this regard? What are the options, students? If you have any options, please let me know. So what are the options available to you? See, if you produce this, you may not get the profit. So what will you do in this situation? You are the CEO. You are the CEO here again. You are not the owner. You are the CEO. Any answers? You should give answers also, not only like good morning, good afternoon. What will you do in this situation? Okay. Now, one of the thing is, see here, they are saying it has the potential ability to cure. And also, developing a variant of the drug will take about 50 crores. But you won't get this 50 crore, they are saying. Any business, the main motto of any business is profit. In this regard, what will you do? First of all, you should make sure that at any cost you are developing this. First of all, because you have got some formula, some things where suffering of the people can be eliminated for an incurable disease, especially that you must develop a variant of the drug suitable for human being. That is the first and foremost importance you have to do. The ways in which you develop shows your problem solving ability. First, now it is saying that it has got the potential. Then getting the variant is the ultimate thing. First, once again, you confirm the things. Is it just the potential or it is capable of the things? Developing on your own is the best thing because this is a major pharmaceutical company, not a very small company. This is clear. This has got multiple effect. My dear students, honesty is the best policy and also it is most profitable. And it is also most profitable. Think of the companies like Infosys, which are known not only in India, in abroad for their ethical standards. First, developing on your own will be your first priority. If it is not possible, go for government help. It may be produced in public private partnership. It may be produced in joint venture with another organization. But you have to first and foremost you make this point clear. You must like if it has the potential, you must develop a variant suitable for the drug at any cost. There are many options. In them, if possible, we will develop on our own because we too want, like as a company, we want not only to take, we too want to give something back to the society. So we'll try to develop on our own. If that is like very costly, not available, we'll go for public-private partnership, asking for government help, and government has a partner. Otherwise, we'll take a joint venture. Otherwise, giving this potential thing to some other organization who can develop. This will be the best things. Evaluate the pros and cons of each of your actions. So here, developing on your own is the best way, but this may be not economically viable. Company also has to run. So this may not be that feasible thing because you have to have some uncertainty reaction because it has got only potential. Like examiner, like UPSC is not saying like 100% chances are there. It has got potential. Say for example, now for the past almost 6 months, every day almost there's in TV they're saying in such a way that tomorrow the drug for like pandemic will be out. COVID-19 vaccine is out. I heard it around 6 months back. They show as though like second trial over, third level trial over, almost it is coming. In China, they already developed. In Russia, they already gave. It is 90% accuracy. Still, nothing has come. It's not that easy. So, first is we have to once again evaluate whether it is possible or not. Producing on our own, taking some risk, even because this is a genuine reason. And one more student, my dear students, you should not like try to avoid things like, see, if we make drug on our own, like if we make drug on our own, our image in the society will increase. From that, we will get we will get more profit. This is true, but this is not the attitude which you want to show. Got me? Let me explain this concept with a small example. This is example given by the great German philosopher Immanuel Kant. He says that a a small child goes to a shopkeeper. Child is innocent. The shopkeeper can overcharge, but the shopkeeper won't overcharge. He will take the correct price. But why he takes the correct price is not because he is honest. Why he takes the correct price is, if others come to know that the shopkeeper has overcharged, then people will come to know that he is not honest. The word of mouth, from the word of mouth, everybody will come to know, then my business go down. Here, the work is good, the action is right, but the motive is wrong. In the same way, if you produce the drug thinking that it will produce profit, then that may not sound proper, because your motive is not genuinely to help. Your motive is to make profit from that one. Take advantage. Definitely, it will be there, but you should not explicitly mention that. So, if you say like that, then you are directly saying that the motive for developing the drug is profit again. That is vested interest kind of thing. But that is the thing. You use the other way. You show your attitude, where you are showing ethical things, high moral standards. Like, people are suffering from an incurable disease. We have got a responsibility. Even if we go loss to certain extent, we should be ready to bear, and also we should go for that. Above all, we have to produce a drug. The ways may be different. For that, you can go for joint venture, own, private, public-private partnership, all these things. Next one. So this is one of the biggest case study, and in fact, when I wrote this exam and I topped in this 2015 thing, in fact, I was confused by this case study. I didn't get what exactly, like time was very, very limited. This is a very big case study. What he is asking, I didn't get in first reading. Somehow I read again. Somehow then I got the grasp of the things. So here, let me read for you. It's a very big case study. See, that is the reason I told you comprehension is one of the very, very important thing needed for this examination. How to get comprehension? To improve your comprehension, you have to read daily, like 10 to 15 minutes, one editorial at least. Otherwise, you clearing the prelims, all these things will be very, very difficult for you. Okay. You are heading a district administration in a particular department. So, you are a district level officer. Your senior officer calls you from the state headquarters. You are already district level officer. From the headquarters, they will and tell you that a plot in Rampur village is to have a building constructed on it for school. So there is a plot there. We have to construct a school. A visit is scheduled during which He will visit the site along with the chief engineer. He is coming with the chief engineer. So they have decided that we have to build a school. So some senior official is coming to see that plan, and the senior architect. This is very very important. In this, like, this is one of the trickiest case study I feel. So a visit is scheduled during which he will visit the site along with the chief engineer and the senior architect. You internalize this one, senior architect and chief engineer, because they want to finalize the things to build a school. He wants you to check all the papers relating to it and ensure that the visit is properly arranged. You examine the file which relates to the period before you joined the department, since you are like recently have been posted there. So you examine that the land was acquired from the local panchayat. So it has been acquired from the local panchayats at a nominal cost. So no problem. In a legal way, it has happened to a greater extent. The papers showed that the clearance certificates are available for the two of the three. Means three has to give approval. In this, two have given approval. The other one, like two-third approval you have got, one third means one fellow has not yet given. Who have to certify the site suitability. There is no certificate by the architect available on the file. So there is no certificate by the architect available on the screen. Architect is a person who like gives the plan and sometimes supervises also. You decide to visit Rampura to ensure that all is in order to has stated on the file. So here you have to correlate to one thing. Here the senior architect is coming along with the head of the person, like state level official, and here you don't have no certificate is available with respect to the architect. So here they are not telling whether this one person missing is this architect or not. The three like clearance certificate are available for two of the three authorities who have to certify the site suitability, and there is no certificate by the architect. Maybe this third person, maybe this person, or may not be. They have not told. You thought of visiting the site. Then on visiting, when you visit Rampur, you find that the plot under reference is a part of Thakurgarh Fort. It's a part of fort that the walls and ramparts means like a structure like compound wall, those kind of things, ramparts etc are running across it. So still the parts of the fort are also present in the plot. The fort is well away from the main village, means it is very far away from the village. Therefore a school here will be a serious inconvenience for the children. Like little away means it will be little, like somehow it may be good because it keeps the children in a fresh environment away from all the disturbance, but it is far away. However, the area near the village has the potential to expand into a larger residential area. So it is how, like say for example, this is the village. Take that this is the village. Till this, like you have houses, all these things. Here, there is an area which has the potential to expand into a large residential area. But you have been given the school building site here, far away. This is a fort. Here you have been given the place. The developmental charges on the existing plot at the fort will be very high. So not only the distance, the cost, the rupee cost will also be very very high and will be very, and the question of heritage site has not been addressed since it is a fort. Question of heritage site is also coming into play. Moreover, the Sarpanch at the time of acquisition of land was a relative of your predecessor. So Sarpanch, the head of the like Gram Panchayat at that time was a relative of your predecessor officer. The whole transaction appeared to have been done with some vested interest. So what might be the vested interest? One of the vested interest may be, like say for example, if a school is built outside far away, this area which has the potential to develop into a large residential area will have high chances of getting sold at a high price. So there may be a collaboration between the builder, the sarpanch and the predecessor officer. So list the likely vested interest in the concerned parties. So what might be the vested interest in the concerned parties? One is with respect to your sarpanch and the predecessor, and another may be their vested interest in the development of the area near this one. Will be the major vested interest. Next, so you have got some of the options. Some of the options for action available to you are listed below. Discuss the merits and demerits of each of the options. You can you can avoid the visit of the superior officer and let him take the decision. So you can avoid the visit of the superior officer and let him take the decision. So this you should not. One of the thing is you are a district level officer. You will have authority and responsibility which you have to take care on your own. So you have to see that and you have to come up with all the things, lacunae, all these things you have to look, take care of. Then you can ask for his assistance or you can ask for the advice. But you cannot wait till your superior comes. Next, you can seek his advice in writing or in phone. This is one of the things not needed because there is nothing like your senior superior officer, nothing involved with him. This is a very small case. You are the head of the district where this is a very small case of like allotting the plot, and also there are chances that you can get another good plot. So there is nothing like asking him advice in writing or in phone, not needed. Better than that, you have to inquire your predecessor. You have to search the matter in a correct way, and you can wait for the visit of the superior officer for one of the reason that one of the architect is also coming. Here, architect papers are missing, so some architect may be helpful in that regard. You can consult your predecessor officer, colleagues, etc., and then decide on what to do. This will be the best thing. So here in the previous sentence, they said that there may be some suspicious interaction, something fishy going on because he was a relative. Just because they are relative, you can't say that things have gone. Because as they mentioned, it has been taken for a nominal price from the panchayat. And also this money has not gone to the panchayats. The people involved in the panchayat, it has gone to panchayat. Is this clear? So first, this is the best method. In fact, you can consult your predecessor, colleagues, etc., and then decide what to do because they have the idea. Then decide what to do. Next, you can find out if any alternative plan can be got in exchange and then send a comprehensive written report. This will also be a good idea. So try to find an alternative plot, and also in exchange, and also then send a comprehensive report because this will be the best idea. One of the thing is because it is far away. from the village. Second thing is, it is like the cost of development is also very high, and also you have got the problem of heritage site clearance is not there. So better have a alternative plant which is near to the village. Can you suggest any other option with the proper justification? So here one of the thing like we can think of is number one, architect papers are missing or architect paper is not there. So first one of the thing is, if possible, get those paper. Otherwise, some more senior architect is coming with your superior. So get the things done there. And also, like two of the three required clearances are given. So what is that one? Find out that. Based on those things, you have to come to one decision. Since you told that this has got a lot of like deficiencies or limitations, taking that is not that good idea. So a alternative plot should be allocated. Not only in exchange, if possible, like this can be looked after afterwards. Another plot can be taken. Students, do you have any other idea? Any other inputs from your side? So this is the best way to go. Next, excuse me. This is one of the case studies where, like as I told, like our persuasion things, persuasion skills will be tested. Here, this is a question about whether to send girl children to the school or not. This is all about that. But it has gone in detail, and this is in fact 2015 case studies are in fact the little difficult ones. One of the main reason is they're too lengthy, too many information. Let's begin. You are recently posted as a district developmental officer, DDO, district level officer once again. Shortly after you found that there is a considerable tension in the rural areas of your district on the issue of sending girl child to school. What was the issue on sending girl child to schools? The elders in the village feel that many problems have come up because girls have been educated. This is the main thing. This is the crux. So elders feel like this. So this normally happen. Not only you, not only me. Like when we were children, our like grandparents, all they used to say, in our time the things were very good. Now people have not following the tradition, not following the culture. They have spoiled the thing. They are doing all the things on the road itself. Like something like those thing on those lines. So always there is a generation gap. See, like even like students and also even many of the people have lot of misconception. They say that in our place we used to eat lot of staple food, lot of good food. But a student is not that like you like they may be eating a good food, but do you know how many people died of starvation? Is there anyone dying now? In like I have come like my own generation there, in, my own previous generation. If there are 12 children, nearly 50% of the children used to die. Nearly 50. Now the things have changed. You have to look everything in a positive light. I'm not saying that then the crops were good, then they were stable, and people at that time some are like study good, because all the people who used to die, they used to die very early itself. Those who remain, they used to be very very healthy. So elders in the village feel that many problems have come because of girls going to educate, being educated. This is the major thing. This is where you have to pursue the village elders, and they are stepping out of the safe environment of the house. So they're stepping out of the safe environment. So one thing is they are saying that w- since girls are going to school, lot of problems have arisen. Second thing, what they are saying that safety of the girls has decreased. This can be assured. This is not a difficult thing. We are living in a society where like everything is in a fair way, it's running. It may be taking time. Don't take about the exceptions. Are you afraid of sitting and listening to our class? We have got a constitution. Things are changing. It will take time. Democracy leads maturity. It will take time. But it doesn't mean that everything is wrong in democracy. Because democracy, it is the you are the people, you are the king. If you are criticizing your own society, means you are criticizing your own self. They are of the view that the girl should be quickly married off. They should be quickly married off with minimum education. The girls are also competing for the jobs after education, which have traditionally remained in boys' exclusive domain, adding to unemployment among the male population. These are all misconceptions. So, what is the thing is, there is a need for attitudinal change. These are all the things. There is almost a not even a grain of truth in all these things. And also, if there are some minor things like safety of the women, all these things can be improved. So all these things is just a matter of perception. Next, they say that the younger generation feels that in the present era, girls have equal opportunity for education and employment and other means of livelihood. Younger generation feels that they should be given equal opportunity. The entire locality is divided between the sexes, between the sexes in both the generations, between the sexes and in both the generation, means that there is a like division, like two kinds of division. One is youth and the aged old division, and also the division is between the sexes, male and female, female and male. In both the cases there is division. And you come to know that in panchayat or in other local bodies or even in busy crossroads, the issue is being acrimoniously debated. Means like very, it is a very serious matter of consideration. Lot of gossiping, these things are going on. One day you are informed that an unpleasant incident has taken place. You are informed that an unpleasant incident has happened. Some girls were molested, like sexually abused, when they were en route to the school, when they were going to school, when they're like en route on the way to the school. The incident led to the clashes between several groups and the law and order problem was arisen. This is a very, very important situation. These are the reasons why in some of the places in North India often have clashes happen. Here, Samu, the good point is that they have not mentioned any religion, caste, or anything like that. So this has led to clashes between several groups, and larger problem has come definitely. The elder, after heated discussion, have taken a joint decision not to allow girls to go to school and to socially boycott all the families who do not follow their dictate. So they have decided that no girl should go to school. No girl should go to school. So what step would you take to encourage girls' safety without disrupting their education? What would be like here? They have like specifically asked girls' safety without disrupting their education. What will you? What will be your answer, my dear students? First and foremost, first and foremost, the people who molested should be brought into book. They should be first taken care of. They should be punished so that others won't make this mistake. So the guilty should be punished. And this should go as a lesson for those who have this kind of attitude and mindset. Number one. Number two, like police should be made to visit during the time of their coming and going in their way. So police should be made available for their safety, especially during the time they come and go. Second is this one. Third one is with respect to like girls also should be given training with respect to self defense. Fourth, girls also should not go like alone. They should be made to go in groups. And also you should make use of latest technology like mobile phone, all these things. And you should make sure that like in Bangalore and in many other metropolitan cities we have the system where if you call 100 from wherever the place, the police will be in your place within 10 minutes. Similarly, they should have facilities like this. And also if there is any if there it is too far away, some vehicles should be arranged, some van kind of thing. So here, what steps would you take to ensure girls' safety without disturbing their education? First of all, is like their morals should be boosted. Girls should not be afraid to go. Those people who molested should be severely punished. Police should give them protection. Police should give them protection, and also like self-defense mechanisms, and they should be going in group, and also villagers should be like on the way along the road. All the safety measures should be taken. How would you manage and mold the patriarchic attitude of the village elders to ensure harmony in intergenerational relations? So, like how what they are saying is there is a generation gap. Generation gap. So all these things have happened because of the generation gap, and also there is a patriotic attitude in village elders to ensure harmony in the intergenerational thing. How will you make this? One of the thing is among the elders there will be like in you go anywhere there will be like three kinds of people. One is who say no, means they are adamant they won't change, and there will be one group like there will be like 50-50 people, and there will be like proactive people. First of all you catch these proactive people, afterwards these 50 people, 50-50% people can be brought towards you, and afterwards you can try to make these adamant people also join. First of all, one of the thing is here, it's a one thing main, the problem here is the elderly people are not having sufficient knowledge of the thing. First and foremost, knowledge knowledge about the benefits of women education should be told to the elderly people about the thing. things have changed. These are the things. So women empowerment is one of the important thing. All the things should be explained. For this, they have to give like leaders, like say for example, a lady collector of the area, a IPS officer who is a collector, a person who has won the prize. These kind of people have to come and tell them. And also the main reason for this is wrong perception. So why wrong perception? Why wrong attitude? Why wrong attitude? Attitude reflects their perception, values attached. So first we have to go and change the value system. Is this clear for you? So it is all about the case of persuasion. You have to pursue them. One of the method is by providing proper knowledge and also by showing them what is the reality. Seeing is believing. Any doubt, my dear students? If you have any doubt, please let me know. If you don't have any doubt, let me conclude and wind up this session. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe our channel, and also hit the bell icon for notification. Use my promo code Buddha to get 10% description discount, and also join to my channel where I will be providing the PDF of all these things. Let's crack UPSC Civil Service examination. I will come up with 2016 question paper tomorrow. Until then,